And from President Donald Trump to Russian President Vladimir Putin, world leaders have condemned the terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam, in which at least 26 tourists have been reportedly killed and several others injured. U.S. President Donald Trump has strongly condemned the terror attack in a phone call with Prime Minister Narendra Modi and expressed full support to India to bring to justice the perpetrators of the heinous attack, calling the attack deeply disturbing. Trump said that the U.S. stands strong with India against terrorism and prays for the souls of those lost and for the recovery of the injured. Russian President Vladimir Putin also condemned and minced no words in condemning the Pahalgam terror attack. In a letter addressed to Prime Minister Modi and President Draupadi Murmu, President Putin said, "This brutal crime has no justification whatsoever, and Russia expects that its organizers and perpetrators will face deserved punishment." Putin added that Russia is committed to increasing cooperation with Indian partners to combat terrorism in all its forms and manifestations. Meanwhile, the Ukrainian embassy in India has said that they endure the loss of life from terrorism daily and firmly condemn terrorism in all its forms, stressing that the perpetrators should be held accountable. Ukraine said when innocent people are murdered, it brings unbearable pain. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has also conveyed his condolences, stating that Saudi Arabia stands with India and is ready to offer any needed support. Prime Minister Modi, who was in Saudi Arabia at the time of the attack, cut short his visit and returned to India earlier than planned. The bilateral meeting between Indian Prime Minister Modi and Saudi Crown Prince began with the condemnation of the attack.
The meeting began with the reference to the unfortunate terror attack that has happened in India. Both the leaders expressed their condemnation for the terror attack. His Royal Highness Crown Prince conveyed his condolences and sympathies and offered any help in this regard to us.
Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said he is deeply saddened by the barbaric terrorist attack in Pahalgam, adding that Israel stands with India in its fight against terrorism. Israel's Foreign Minister also condemned the attack and expressed solidarity. Now, neighboring Iran has also offered its condolences to the people of India, particularly to the families of the victims, and wished for a speedy recovery of the injured. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer wrote on X that the horrific terrorist attack in Kashmir is utterly devastating and that his thoughts are with those affected, their loved ones, and the people of India. Other European nations have also stepped in with support and solidarity. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni said she is deeply saddened by the terrorist attack as she expressed condolences to the families affected, the injured, and the government and all the Indian people. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz condemned the heinous terrorist attack and extended condolences to the families of the victims, along with wishes for a speedy recovery for the injured. The French ambassador to India has also strongly condemned the attack and said France stands in solidarity with India in the fight against terrorism. Now, with global support in its fight against terror, India's pledge to avenge the cowardly attack remains undeterred, with forces going all out to neutralize the perpetrators. And for more, our correspondent Susan Tayani sent us this report. Listen in.
President Trump has condemned the terror attack in Jammu, Kashmir, calling it deeply disturbing and pledging full U.S. support to India. He said the United States stands strong with India against terrorism. Vice President J.D. Vance, who is currently in India for trade talks, also expressed condolences and called the attack an attack on innocent lives and global peace. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz called it a terrible tragedy, urging prayer for the victims. The U.S. State Department demanded the perpetrators be held accountable. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said that President Trump has been fully briefed and was expected to speak with Prime Minister Modi soon after that press conference to offer condolences and reaffirm U.S. support for India in its fight against terror. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.